Right now, more questions raised about police pursuits after 3 people die overnight after a chase and crash. Plus, someone in the Midwest won last night's Powerball jackpot, but a local winner from Baraboo also took home some cash. We'll share how much was won, and a collision on a Japanese runway leads to a major fire on an airliner and several deaths. Those stories and more right now on News 3 Now at 10. A car crash that followed a Monona police chase late last night left 3 people dead. It all started shortly after 9 when Monona officers tried to pull over a suspicious vehicle, which then sped off toward Cottage Grove. Dane County Sheriff's deputies then got involved. One deployed a tire deflation device, which caused the car to crash near the intersection of Femwright Drive and Buckeye Road. Emergency responders tried to revive the 3 people inside the car, but they were declared dead. No officers were hurt during the chase. All involved were placed on administrative leave while the Division of Criminal Investigation and the Wisconsin State Patrol investigate. Now, the incident is bringing to light policies surrounding police chases, when and when not to pursue. And we dug into the Monona Police Department's vehicle pursuit policy, which authorizes officers to pursue when they have reason to believe the suspect is attempting to evade arrest. But some agencies, like the Dane County Sheriff's Office, have more restrictive policies saying pursuits should only be used if it's more dangerous to let the suspects go free. One law enforcement training expert told us why there are differences in police chase policies.
Generally speaking, policies are in place to guide an officer's performance. The first thing that's going to take into consideration is usually the type of crime that is committed. A minor traffic violation generally is not going to either allow or permit an agency to pursue compared to something that would be more serious.
The Monona Police Department requires its officers to do continuous pursuit training every 2 years. According to their manual, these trainings address driving techniques, new technology, and vehicle safety. New tonight, a man was arrested just after midnight on New Year's Day in Madison for allegedly driving drunk with children in his vehicle. Officers took a 37-year-old Milwaukee man into custody. They stopped him on East Washington near Highway 30 just after 1 a.m. yesterday. In addition to suspicion of driving drunk, his license was revoked. 2 other adults in the car along with the children. The 5 of them were picked up and taken home by a sober driver. Police in Janesville are investigating after getting reports of shots fired early yesterday morning. They checked out a complex at Green Forest Run shortly after midnight, and there they found evidence of the gunfire. No injuries were reported, nor were there any arrests made. Anyone with information that will help police in their investigation is asked to call Janesville Police. The number there on your screen, area code 608-755-3100. A live look at the state capitol tonight. A chance of a few flurries or light, patchy, freezing drizzle overnight, but otherwise a quiet start to 2024 continues. There are perhaps some changes looming in our extended forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joins us now with a peek at our first warn forecast. Gary?
Well, Eric, let's just start out what we could look down the road. After a few more quiet days ahead of us, we do have a first warn weather alert day in the forecast. That is for Monday night and Tuesday for the potential for some snow accumulation. Several inches are possible, and it will be windy as well, so that could cause some travel problems. We'll kind of break that down for you in a little bit. The time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam looking off toward the east. We had clear skies early this morning, but look at how quickly those clouds moved in, and it was pretty much cloudy through the afternoon and then on. But any precipitation has been very light. You can see it kind of getting a little hazy as we headed into sunset. High-resolution radar really not showing anything. There was a little freezing drizzle here at the station when I left for dinner, but it really didn't make any difference on the roads. Visibilities right now a little lower to the south, seeing maybe some light fog along with some drizzle or freezing drizzle down toward Janesville and Monroe. Otherwise, things looking pretty good, just cloudy skies. High temperatures today right around freezing. Janesville at 33, Madison 31, and you can see right now Janesville's at the freezing mark. Madison still at 31. Temperatures right around 30 or so, give or take a degree or two. Here in Dane County, it's 30 in Deerfield, 31 in Mount Horeb, and 32 degrees in Cross Plains. Otherwise, look for mostly cloudy skies overnight. Might see a flurry or a little patchy freezing drizzle. Low temperature dropping to 28 by morning. Later on, I'll take a look at that winter storm potential for early next week and time it out for you to see what we can expect.
Gary, thank you. Madison police are investigating after a woman was robbed outside the Ho-Chunk Gaming Casino on New Year's Day. Officers were called there around 2:15 in the morning. A woman and her husband reported they were walking to their vehicle when a stranger approached them and asked for a ride. When they said no, the suspect stole the woman's purse and ran. No arrests have been made as police investigate the robbery. Firefighters in Beloit say 2 families and a dog safely escaped a duplex fire this afternoon. Now, these are the photos shared by the city. The American Red Cross now helping both families find shelter. It's unclear how much damage was done here. The cause of that fire is under investigation. Well, with every new year come those New Year's resolutions, whether it be about your health, your lifestyle, your interactions. Arman Rahman heard it all and has some expert tips on how you can follow through with your goals. Arman?
Well, I know I fall into this funk every year. I make resolutions that basically become jokes or fun memories about a month in, but turns out fresh starts aren't exclusive to January 1st. It's January 2nd. Do you know where your resolutions are?
I got to take up golfing and watch more sports.
Before you jump into the how, it's really important to ask the why.
UW-Madison clinical professor Christine Whelan says writing a purpose statement is a good way to focus on what you want to do for yourself, not for others.
Where you can identify your values, identify your strengths, who you want to positively impact, some of the fears and anxieties that might trip you up.
Each year, a lot of us find ourselves going back to the same big list.
Maybe eat a little bit better, drink a little bit less, and work out just a tad bit more, you know, the normal stuff.
But if you focus too much on large, daunting goals, Whelan says you're more likely to stumble. So break them down into small steps.
It can actually become kind of a pleasurable exploration of possibilities rather than this super scary thing.
More people seem to be making their resolutions less intense, according to leadership coach Sarah Young.
I hear people talking about intentions, and I also hear people talking about habits or actions that they want to do in the new year. I don't hear as many of those big, lofty resolutions anymore.
To enjoy myself, enjoy my time with my family, travel more, see more.
Young says routine check-ins, maybe every week, are just as important as the goal itself.
And that's when we can have a gut check with ourselves to say, okay, did I do this? Did I not do this? How did the last week go?
Most of all, remember.
New Year's resolutions are about hope. Hope for a future, hope for a better version of you.
I'm not going to set myself up for the whole, usual workout routine and stop after like 15 days. But no, just to enjoy myself in 2024.
So, Eric, one of my resolutions this year is to kind of spend more meaningful time at home, get off the TV, no more vegging on the couch, no more screens. What about you?
I gotta say, I have not had a single resolution. I'm just trying to make it through the 10 o'clock news. I worked yesterday, and my birthday was 2 days ago.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Wow. I'm just getting through the day, man. I mean,
hey,
I think it's great. It's a fresh start for everybody. Of course, everybody does the fitness stuff. I've been trying to lose weight for 30 years, so we'll keep that tradition going this year. But I think it's always a nice, fresh start. It's great to hear people out there looking forward to the new year as well. So happy New Year, Armand. Good luck
Thank you,
with your resolution. Now, somebody had a heck of a start to 2024. They were in Michigan, and last night they became a multi-millionaire. Perhaps that was one of their New Year's resolutions, a single ticket. This was sold in Grand Blanc, Michigan. It matched all numbers for last night's drawing, worth $842 million. It is the 5th largest Powerball jackpot and 10th largest U.S. lottery jackpot ever won. The cash value, an estimated $425 million. And we did have a local Powerball winner here in southern Wisconsin. A $50,000 winning ticket was sold at a quick trip up in Baraboo on New Year's Day. The odds of winning just that $50,000 prize is 1 in 913,130. Well, early this morning in Denver, police arrested a man for breaking into the Colorado Supreme Court building. Now, police say 44-year-old Brandon Olson fired a shot to break a window and then held a security guard at gunpoint to get inside. He fired multiple shots from the 7th floor. No one was injured. Colorado State Patrol says the man called 911 and voluntarily surrendered. Police have not released a motive, but they say it is not believed to be associated in any way with previous threats to the Supreme Court justices there after they ruled to remove Donald Trump from the state's 2024 presidential ballot. Meanwhile, Trump is trying to get back on the Maine primary ballot. The 45th president and current Republican presidential frontrunner is asking a court in the state of Maine to overturn the decision there that resulted in his removal. In his filing, Trump accuses Maine's Secretary of State Shenna Bellows, a Democrat, of bias. Trump is also dealing with 14th Amendment-related challenges to his ability to run for president in numerous other states as well. Harvard President Claudine Gay is stepping down. She made that announcement in a letter to the university community. Gay was undone in part by her responses at a congressional hearing last month and an ongoing plagiarism scandal. At the House hearing, she was criticized for a lack of direct answers about policies and procedures to combat bullying and harassment of Jewish students. At just 6 months, Gay had the shortest presidency of any Harvard president since the college was founded. Dramatic video out of Japan overnight shows the destruction of an airliner moments after it collided with a Coast Guard plane. This happened at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. Amazingly, everyone on board Japan Airlines Flight 516, all 379 people survived. Sadly, though, that was not the case for those on board the Coast Guard flight. 5 of the 6 on board were killed. It was on its way to provide earthquake relief after yesterday's 7.2 magnitude quake. One aviation expert shares what he believes happened.
My perception from the limited information available so far is that the fire began at the moment of the collision between the two aircraft and, caused by the forces involved, probably the release of fuel involved at the time.
Passengers on the burning flight managed to escape by an evacuation slide. It took firefighters a total of 6 hours to extinguish those flames. At least 17 people on the Japan Airlines flight were injured. Another incident at an airport in Utah resulted in the death of a man. Authorities at the Salt Lake City International Airport say a man died last night after climbing into the engine of a passenger plane. The manager of a terminal shop alerted authorities after seeing someone on the tarmac. The airplane was parked with passengers. When the man's body was discovered, he was not able to be revived. And still to come at 10, a pandemic-era policy allowing teens to skip those road tests to get their driver's license ends. Why driving instructors say the test is important for teens to take. That's just ahead.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save. On top of our lower than low prices, enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Family-owned Brothers Maine knows choosing appliances for a remodel or new build can be exciting and overwhelming. Our experienced staff has experienced it all as we've guided thousands of area families through appliance selection. Brothers Maine has a larger inventory and low-price deals that consistently beat competitors, including Big Box. You heard me, Big Box can't beat our prices. From sales to install, Brothers Maine does it all. Feel great about your purchases and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
The bag is back at Menards. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag, from household items and pet toys to power tools and even your favorite snacks. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. This deal won't last long. Hurry in to get your bag and see how much you can save. Sale ends January 14th.
Save big money at Menards.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
Don't let nobody hold you down.
And like people think y'all look alike, you could be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Jennifer Hudson, weekdays at 3 on WISC-TV.
Beginning this week, all 16 and 17-year-olds in Wisconsin will once again be required to take a road test to get their driver's license. The pandemic-era policy that allowed parents to let their kids skip the road test has now expired. Teens will now need to get behind the wheel with a DMV examiner before obtaining their probationary license. Dave Gratz of the Oregon Area Driving School says passing those road tests is just another part in making sure teens are actually ready to drive.
We don't teach to pass the road test. We teach to be safe drivers. If you're a safe driver and do what we instruct you with, the road test is easy.
A representative of the DOT tells News 3 Now that more than 170,000 waivers were authorized by parents or guardians during the course of the program, which ran from May of 2020 through the end of 2023. A 14-year-old Illinois girl is chasing a dream. She may not have her driver's license, but where she's going, she doesn't really need one. Earlier this year, 14-year-old Ava Whitley out of Silvis, Illinois, was asked by her grandfather if she would like to go on a private plane ride with a flight instructor for her birthday. Well, after just one flight with her instructor, the grandfather wasn't sure how she'd feel about it, but it didn't take long for him to get an answer. She was hooked. With nerves of steel, according to her grandfather, Ava began training to become a pilot.
I just caught the bug, and it really started like, I could totally see myself doing this in the future, and it's something that I truly enjoy. It went from me not knowing any button to the plane to me now doing pre-flight, radios, taxi, and the flying, landings, takeoffs, and all that stuff.
Ava says she plans to continue getting hours in the air to obtain her private pilot's license when she is 17. And then after graduating high school, she wants to attend a flight school to study to become a commercial airline pilot. First, Americans were cutting the cord for streaming services. Well, now they're canceling their streaming service subscriptions. Now, that's forced companies like Hulu, Netflix, and other streamers to bundle their products, offer discounts, or run ads to keep their businesses profitable. About 25% of subscribers have canceled at least 3 of the most popular streaming services over the past 2 years. That figure stood at just 15% 2 years ago. New research shows customer defections rose to 6.3% in November. The movie industry has 9 billion reasons to be happy. That's how many dollars last year's domestic box office earned, according to ComScore. Analysts there say 2023's total is the highest movie sales have reached since the pandemic. Among the big hits at theaters last year, of course, Barbie and Oppenheimer, which collected $636 million and $626 million in sales, respectively. Other successful movies included Wonka, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. It is a scary spin on Mickey Mouse. The earliest version of Mickey, the 1928 Steamboat Willie cartoon, entered public domain, and plans are already in the works for 2 horror films inspired by the character. Here's a first look at a more sinister Mickey from the upcoming movie Mickey's Mousetrap, expected to be released in March. Its plot sees a group of teens encountering an individual dressed as Mickey going on an apparent murderous rampage. It's important to note this is not a Disney production, simply a company taking advantage of the newly available domain. U.S. copyright laws allow copyright to be held for 95 years. Nothing too scary about Gary's forecast this week. He's back now with another check of your weather.
And next week looks a little more interesting, but it's been a quiet winter so far. And tonight's weather photo, actually a pretty nice one. This shows some of that early morning fog in Monticello. Paul Richard sent us this picture. If you'd like to send us your weather picture to be featured on the air, send it directly to us through our First Warn Weather and Traffic app, or you can email it to us at firstwarn@WISC-TV.com. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Well, more flurries are a possibility overnight into tomorrow. Shouldn't amount to very much. And maybe again Friday night into Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will be seasonably cold. Highs around 30 or a little bit above as we head into early next week. But a system that bears watching Monday afternoon into Tuesday and Tuesday night brings the potential for more significant snowfall. So we do have a first warn alert day in the forecast from Monday night through Tuesday of next week. This is for accumulating snowfall. Right now I'm thinking a moderate type snowfall, maybe somewhere in the several inch range, but it will be windy, and that could also add to the problems. And the timing on this will be somewhere from late Monday afternoon, Monday night into Tuesday and maybe Tuesday night of next week. And you can see why here, because the computer models are a little different on the timing and also on the intensity. The European computer model by noon on Monday already has snow spreading into southwestern Wisconsin, maybe even a little mix of precipitation precipitation, especially from Madison southward as we head toward midnight, Monday night and Tuesday morning. Mainly snow during the morning on Tuesday, but notice by Tuesday afternoon, another little burst of mix, and then everything kind of pulls off to the east so that by 6 p.m., we're left with just a few flurries, and things actually start to clear out after that. So that's one of the computer models. The the snowfall from that, generally somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 2 to 4 or 5 inches in a narrow band right through south central Wisconsin. The U.S. GFS computer model, noon on Monday, the snow's still back to the west. So notice the timing on this one would be a little bit later. So that's why we've got a little bit of wiggle room on that timing. But notice by Tuesday, light snow moving into southern Wisconsin, and this would be mainly snow. The heaviest snow from about Milwaukee southward toward Chicago. Snows pretty steadily into Tuesday evening. So again, this would be a little bit later than the other computer model. Everything down to flurries by Wednesday morning and pretty much done by noon on Wednesday. Heaviest snow would be from Milwaukee southward, but again, probably a 2 to 4 inch snowfall in here, and maybe a band of heavier snow out to the west as well, where the snow starts a little bit earlier. Planning your night for us, or your day on Wednesday, lots of clouds, maybe a flurry or two. Temperatures close to freezing by 9 a.m., around freezing by noon. Not much temperature change, 34 for a high temperature in Madison. Most areas lower to middle 30s. Planning your day across Dane County, 33 in Brooklyn, 34 in Windsor with mostly cloudy skies. Rest of southern Wisconsin, 34 Madison, 31 in Monroe, and 32 in Lone Rock. For tomorrow for Madison, look for a high of 34 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and just a slight chance for a flurry. First warned 7 to 10 day forecast, 30 with some sunshine on Thursday. That's probably the most sun we'll see in the next 10 days. Lots of clouds with just a few flurry chances through the weekend. And then that system from Monday afternoon into Tuesday. Tuesday will be Wednesday. That's where the accumulating snow could be. After that, we turn a little colder and also see the possibility for at least a snow shower or a flurry. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get a great deal and do a great deal of good when you shop at Habitat Restore. From furniture and decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need for your next project. Shop our convenient East and West locations today.
Stella uses AT&T. Abby has Spectrum One. With AT&T, Stella pays $110 a month for her internet and mobile.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
Abby saves big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings.
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store to get Spectrum One.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, farm is in our name, so you know we're animal experts, offering the quality pet food, supplies, and advice you need for healthy, happy pets. Right now, save $2 on all Blaine's Farm and Fleet dog and cat food. 40-pound bags of Blaine's wild bird food, just $15.99. Keep you and your pets warm with Easy Heat wood fuel pellets, just $4.99 a bag. Plus, order select pet and animal prescriptions online at blainesrx.com.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get one for $1.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sono Bello.
With Sono Bello, day one, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up.
Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sono Bello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn
in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sono Bello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
For the first time in 11 days, Wisconsin was back on the court, and this one was big for a couple of reasons. Number one, Iowa was in town, so it's always a huge game no matter the records. And number two, it's their Big Ten home opener. Badgers paying tribute to the late Herb Cole in their first home game since his passing. Picked this one up in the second half. Bucky starting to get it going. Chucky Hepburn finds Stephen Crowell, and Big Steve dials one up from deep. He finished with 14 points and 13 boards. Then Wisconsin went showtime. Hepburn off the glass to A.J. Storr for the slam. He added in 16, and it was all over after that. Max Klesmit takes it to the rack and lays it up with ease. 4 Badgers finish in double figures as Wisconsin beats Iowa again, 83-72.
I keep going back to last year, but this year it just feels a little bit different with our confidence, and that's just some of the guys we have. But I think it's really high right now, and it was good to get that first game out of the way.
Taking it game by game, day by day, practice by practice, whatever we got, that day is going to be a grind, and we're ready to work. So just, handling whatever's in front of us, we're ready for it.
So that's 4 straight wins over Iowa for Wisconsin, and as Greg Gard put it after the game, any win in this league is big, and we'll take them when we can get them. Well, through 2 games in Big Ten play, this team is 2-0. At the Kohl Center, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
Zach, thank you. Pickleball, of course, a very popular sport now in Wisconsin, but we may have some competition from the south. The largest indoor pickleball court in the world made its debut on New Year's Day down in Macon, Georgia. Brianna Cook explains the city expects it to be a huge destination attraction.
Macon-Bibb County collaborated with the Urban Development Authority and Visit Macon to develop the world's largest indoor pickleball facility called Rhythm and Rally Sports and Events. Alex Morrison, Executive Director of the Macon-Bibb County Urban Development Authority, says they decided to open the facility because they saw many people in the community interested in it.
The pickleball demand in Macon was growing exponentially. We were already the hub for outdoor tournaments and knew that we had more capacity for tournaments if we had an indoor facility.
That facility is now inside the former Macon Mall, featuring 150,000 square feet, 32 courts, including a state-of-the-art complex with climate-controlled courts, day-use lockers, showers, and a pro shop. Woody Otis is a pickleball player. He says he enjoys playing the game as an alternative to racquetball due to his health.
If you look at my knees, there's scars on both of them. I got 2 artificial knees. Racquetball's just too hard on. This is a little bit easier. A little slower paced, and I can do it. I hope to do it until I get to where I can't walk.
The county's collaboration in opening the pickleball court is to help bring in more revenue for the area. John Roberts, the general manager of the court, say more people will now be in the county.
It is going to drive so much traffic here for people to shop, eat, stay, spend their money, spend their dollars here, and really turbocharge the revitalization of this area.
Now, pickleball was played for the first time in Washington State back in 1965. 3 men are credited with creating the game because their kids were bored with other summer activities. And we're back with the final check of your First Warn forecast right after this.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
A concert experience you won't want to miss. It's the Commodores. Performing live Saturday, February 17th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. 70 million albums sold, 7 #1 hits. The Grammy Award-winning Commodores. February 17th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Start the new year off right. Wrap up your bathroom project with help from Menards. Complete your remodel with American Standard toilets. They feature a slow close lid and are engineered to prevent clogs. Get this tight and tall round toilet for just $199. Check out our great selection of Lions, tubs, and showers that will match your style and budget while refreshing your bathroom. This elite tub and shower surround is now just $499.99. Big buys, big savings.
Save big money at Menards.
The landscape of fitness was bleak. Toxic instructors, shady scammers, and Bispo bakes. Mother Fitness was angry. Megan the Stallion. Hello, my hot girl. Enough of this toxic nastiness. So she took her hotties to the judgment-free zone. Welcome to Planet Fitness, where everybody can work out in their own way.
Listen to Mother Fitness. Join for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 12th.
Where are my legs?
Are you searching for a fresh career? Then join the team at Chalk D Building Systems. We're expanding, now with 2 Sun Prairie locations, and we're looking for individuals to join our team as assemblers, material handlers, order pickers, and machine operators. Chalk D Building Systems competitive pay starts at $22 per hour, plus comprehensive benefits. 3 shifts are available with overtime potential, and you'll become part of our 100% employee-owned team. Make your next career move on the careers page at chalkd.com.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Gary returns. One final check of the forecast.
A little bit of patchy freezing drizzle and some flurries out there, not really showing up on radar. I did notice a little bit of freezing drizzle when I left the station for dinner, but that seems to be over with. Right now, 2.5 mile visibility in Janesville. Elsewhere, not much of an issue, so that's probably where there is a little freezing drizzle. Temperatures are right around freezing or a little bit below here in Dane County, still 32 degrees in Middleton, and look for a low tonight of about 28, high tomorrow of about 34.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10. Have a great night.